welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. I have a little surprise video for you, and I have had this planned for a while, but I've hidden it quietly so no one knows about it until I'm ready to show you. So we're here and I'm ready to get started, and I can't wait to show you what it is. So, what is it, you think? Well, I am doing my very own TBR game. I've seen so many people do it, and I have been thinking, what TBR game can I do for me that involves stuff that I have around here and stuff that will be easy for me, because I don't want it to be so hard that I will not do it and just end up forgetting about it. So my TBR game is a very unique. It involves a pack of Go Fish cards, courtesy of my daughter. Thank you very much. So it involves Go Fish pack of cards, and it involves a little chart key here, and it also involves my TBR jar. So what's the game card? What is the game called? The game is called my Go Fish TBR game, and let's just get into what it involves. So it involves 12 cards that are in my Go Fish pack. So it's 1 to 12, and each card has a different sea creature in. It's a starfish, dolphin, hammerhead shark, seahorse. You probably get what it is. And on top of that, I have names next to it. So I've got goldfish, and next to it says newbie, and I've got a colour layer, and the colour layer is then my key chart of what it means. So the game is simple. I'm going to go by two things. The first one is the number, and the second one is the sea creature. So the number is what I will take out of here. So if I pick up this card, which is number 12, and it's a starfish, I will pick out 12 books that are in here that are on my shelves, and these are all books that I need to read, and those 12 will be there. And then I'm also going to do a prompt card. So the prompt card would be the starfish. So the starfish is spotlight, and then I've got a key thing that tells me what spotlight is, and I'm going to do a full-on example of how this is going to properly work, because you know, we need to do a show and tell, don't we? So first part of the game, I've got my Go Fish cards, and I'm going to just do that, and then I'm going to put them out like that. So I've got, ooh, can you see it? Yeah. So I've got all 12 cards. I don't know what's under there. Hello, I'm here. Right, so I won't do it properly, but I will do that. I'll have a blindfold on my face when I actually properly do it, and I will turn around, 2, 3, blindfold, pretending I'm blindfolded. I'm gonna pick this card up. Tada! And that is shark, and it's number 3. So the number 3 is what I'm going to start with first. So I've got 3, so I'm going to pick 1, 2, 3. Also on there I have a shark, and that is the prompt card. So the shark, as you can see here, I've got it all there. So a shark is reality check, and reality check is it's all there, and a reality check is read a non-fiction. So on that case, I will then choose a non-fiction book off my shelves. Now, for example, I've got quite a few fiction books there. The one that's staring right at me at the minute is Barack Obama's A Promised Land. So I would, if I wanted to, pick that up. Alongside that, I will obviously have these 3 books. So this is A Court of Thorns and Roses, as actually a reread. Another one is Drunken Promise, that's on a Kindle. And then the last book is Stormfire, which is on a Kindle too. So I would have those 3 books plus the prompt card, which that would be a non-fiction book. So I would then have those 3 books and whichever non-fiction book that I chose, and that would be what's on my TBR. So yeah, that's just the basics of the game. It's pretty simple. I basically am using the cards for 2 things. The number is how many books I will take out of my TBR jar, and that's what I will read. No, like, change my mind, no choice, that's what I read. And then the sea creature on there is my prompt, and that prompt is a book that I can choose myself, just to make it a bit more nicer for me. However, not all the prompts are actually really nice for me, so I will read out what the prompts are. So there's a book with a 5-star prediction, a BAME book either based on characters or the author, a book set in the future, a book that is 600 pages or more, read a trilogy, a book in a different country to me, get a friend to give me a book recommendation or choose a book for me. Depends how it does it. I'm trying to work out. I think, like, if they give me a book recommendation, they say, oh, pick a thriller, like, that might be a bit easier, because obviously they might have books that I don't own here. But I think it'd probably be easier just to be that. Read a non-fiction, a book that was gifted, a book that I'm thinking of unhauling, a book that has both my first and last name initial. So in my case, it would be an A and an L. And then a book outside my comfort genre, which would probably be historical fiction, or I would be going more on romance, because I don't really pick up a lot of romance books. But yeah, so the prompts are ones that I can choose myself, but they're still books that are on my shelf. So in hindsight, the aim of the game is that I will pick up some books that are on my shelves that I will slowly get through, and then I've got some more bookshelf space to buy more new books. I sort of wanted to do this so I would concentrate more on books that I've owned for a while rather than my new books. So my new books that I have owned aren't on my TBR jar. So everything that I've got on my shelves now on my TBR and my Kindle and my TBR jars, the books that I've got up here, which you actually can't see because they're out of shot, they are all in a set where they are books that I've either been gifted or I've bought for myself. So in hindsight, they would be last, but depending on what my prompt card is, I might go for them, depending on which prompt card I have. So the prompt cards aren't always easy. Like I said, I have one that says pick a trilogy. Now obviously if I pick a card that's number 12, I have to pick 12 books out of my TBR jar. And if I also had it to be the prompt card for a trilogy as well, it means I have 12 plus another 3 books to read, which I can probably manage it. It just depends how big the books are. So not all of them are going to be easy. Some of them are going to be like, oh, I'm also not going to put pressure on myself. If I'm really not going to like the books, or I'm just read the books and I'm not really vibing with them, I'm not going to continue reading them. The same goes with if out of the TBR jar I pick a book and it's actually in a series, but it's like book 2 or 3 of a series, I'm not going to read that, for the simple fact if I haven't read the first book, it's absolutely silly. So if I pick up that and it is a second book of a series, I've not read it, then I would change it and read the first book and put the second book down. But yeah, that is the aim of the game. It's a simple, easy game. for me. It probably is really boring to the rest of you because a lot of you have got some amazing, like spin the bottles, pin the book trolley thing. There are so many amazing games out there, but for me, I just want something that I have handy easy here, which the Go Fish cards we use quite a lot, and something that would just make sense for me and it's not too heavy and awful, because I know if I'm not going to enjoy it, I'm not going to do it. So yeah, that's me. That is the game. I'm going to start this from March onwards. I obviously have other books that I would put on top of the TBR game if they're book clubs or read-alongs or buddy reads and stuff like that. But the main concept of my TBR will be actually the game now. So the game is going to be telling me what my reads are rather than me either choosing them myself or it's book tours and stuff like that. So from March onwards, it's going to be, you know, a mystic, that the cards are going to tell me what I'm going to read. I'm trying to be mystic back then, it failed. But yeah, that is my Go Fish TBR game. Let me know if you think it's good, or if you think I can improve it, or if you think I'm just going nuts. But yeah, I'm excited to start this in March. I can't wait to see what books I'm gonna have. And yeah, it's going to be exciting and very interesting. I'm a little bit nervous on top of it because I'm thinking, oh my god, what books is it going to give me? But yeah, that's me. That's my game. If you like this video, press like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and comment if you want to. And I will see you all again when it's my March TBR. Not long, not soon, not long, not long. Take care everyone. I'll see you again soon.